There, how's that? Sorry. Speak up. Hello! Yeah, I hit the mute button when I have the little screen up, and then I always try to unmute it, which I clicked it. It must not have clicked. So I'll start over. Hello, Bonnie. Yes, I know I'm late. And I'm covering my shirt. I want to show you guys my shirt in a second. Yes, Barry is here. Cecil is here. Greetings. Ramiro, hello. Jeffrey, 2 minutes late. Yeah, I know. Radios, we will see you when you get off work. Gordon is here. Yeah, no sound. Speak up. Muted. Hi guys, no sound. Good now. Thanks, Barry. I'm gonna talk about the sound in a minute too, because I'm gonna do a little experiment. Something that you guys know, Dave Knopp. Something that he recommended. He recommended that I because you can hear my air conditioning and the ceiling fan and everything. So he said maybe get an external mic, and there's filters for it, and you can eliminate some of that noise and whatnot. So I experimented a little bit. It's been so busy. Hey, I just talked about you, Knopp. But you see what I'm doing here. I'm going to do a grand reveal, although I kind of quickly revealed it at the beginning. I got a few things I want to discuss. Knopp is here. Now that he's here, we can begin. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Mike is here. Hello, sir. And if it's not Sunday where you're at, I'm hoping that you're having a great whatever your day is. It'll either be Saturday or Monday. And I'm not sure if it's mornfter or fnoon vneen. So, to all of them. It's just going to be sort of a rap session. A fun analog rap session. Bonnie, I don't know. I want to show you guys something. I'm starting to get hot, so I'm going to remove this. But my good buddy there, Dave, you guys see the go make something, the smiley face, Knopp. He surprised me the other day with something in my P.O. box. And it was really cool. He's a pretty artistic feller. He's a pretty good digital creator all around. Well-balanced digital creator. What do you call it when they make logos and things, but only better? Graphic designer. So he's pretty darn good at all that stuff. And he was watching an old video of mine. I know it was a couple years old. And I say a lot of really goofy things, as all of you know. And I stumble my words sometimes, and sometimes I'll leave it in, sometimes I won't, sometimes I'll make a funny out of it, like Sprader. Early on, I was calling people a Sprader, S-P-R, and then 8-er, like a Super 8-er. Kind of like Good Morning Afternoon Evening. And I started fumbling around with myself being a horror buff, or a horror fanatic. And I kind of mix the two together inadvertently and called myself a horror buffnatic. So he caught that, did Dave. And again, this video is probably 2 years old. And then a few days ago, I checked my P.O. box, and there was a package in there from Dave. Anyway, without any further ado, he took it upon himself. Hey, Pete, how are you? He took it upon himself to have printed this beautiful black t-shirt and this little handy notepad that I'm going to show you in 1 second. This design. Brrr. Can you guys see that? Here, I'll give you a closer up, because there it is on this. Huh? It's a camera. Horror film buff fanatic. Filmboy24. Look at me, I'm the handle. But I love this shirt. I am a horror film buff fanatic. And, it has to be red, as we know, for horror film buff fanatics. So, I actually said to Dave, we had a little email back and forth, and I said, I love it. I love it. I showed my partner, Jupes, film partner, and he really loved it. And he's very crafty digitally in design himself, and he thought it was a really good job. So this let me tell you, this is the I know it does kind of resemble a hand. It could be a camera or a hatchet, whatever you decide. But it is a camera, I can tell. But my initial thought was, yeah, it kind of looked like a hatchet too, which is interesting. So kind of looks like a 514 XL. Yeah, it does. So this is the kind of guy Dave is. Hammer Films, yeah. I says, Dave, we could probably sell a few of these, maybe. We could merch them a little bit, you know. Are you in? And he said, let me just send you the files. They're yours. You do with whatever you want. You keep it for your channel. So that, honestly, guys, that's just the kind of guy that Dave is, Nop Top. So a huge shout out and a big thank you to Dave. I was so looking forward to Sunday so I could show you guys and see what you thought about the shirt. But I love it. If it's the only one that's ever made and I just keep it, it'll be great. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it like I own it. Great work, Nop. Also saw a hammer first. There's the heart that's in the way, so it's hard for me to see the whole, hi Romero, by the way, the whole message. I don't know why they do that. It's only in OPS. I use a software to stream with, and it's in OPS, which is an open source platform. No, yeah, he's very modest too. He's not going to say thank you. I'm really good at what I do. But it's very exciting to me because I always wanted maybe a T-shirt or a mug or something. And I am such a big fan of horror films, and they didn't ask for this, and he just did it. So thank you, Dave. Anyway, how do you move on from something so cool? Well, you just do. How can everybody see a hammer? I still can't see a hammer, even when I try to. Well, that's kind of the handle. Wait, where is it at? Chop, chop, chop. You know, Bonnie got, yeah, you're not kidding, Jeffrey. She does have camera eyes. So I had a cool day today. It's just me and my wife and Piper. My oldest daughter she had a birthday party to go to last night. Then she spent the night at her friend's house. Well, we went to the library, the local library in my city here. And I found this as we were walking out the door. It's a very cool book. It was a for sale book. You know, some libraries, they'll have books for sale. Probably all of them. And I don't need another book, really. And I don't, especially kind of one like this, but it's really a cool book. And it is enormous in size. And there is almost 500 pages. Look at that. It's cool, just cool looking. It's all about the roaring 20s, 30s, pinups, you know, just movies, screwball comedies. What a cool book. Loaded with black and white photos from the olden days. Look at that. All kinds of cool info. 1970, I think, is this edition. Look at that. Isn't that cool? $1. $1. A fireside book published by Simon & Schuster in New York. A classic history of motion pictures and their influence on American life. Newly revised and updated with more than 1,300 photographs and 200,000 words of commentary and captions. There it is, kids. The movies. You guys like it that way, don't you? Must be hammers that look different in here compared to Sweden. These are American hammers. Very nice. A hammera. Mike, nice. Everybody see a hammer? Can't see. Thor hammerish. It is. What does that say? Thor? You know, I always got to switch back until somebody comments. Yes, Thor hammerish. Hammerish. The second thrift shop in my town closed. It was where I picked up my Keystone cameras. Now, what do you do now? We need more thrift stores. I went to our local flea market, little, but it's junky stuff. It's not just all of the brand new $1 China items, and I liked it. Do I keep my books on a shelf or are they boxed up? They are on shelves, Dave. They're kind of. They're all on shelves. I don't keep any of them in boxes, but I have so many that it's hard. So we have several different shelves. My wife's a book fanatic too, so we fight for shelf space. She's more so than me though. So I want to try something, and you guys, if I screw this up, I apologize. But you guys know the little mic, my little Boya. Can you see it? The little lapel mic that I wear for my regular videos. Well, it's a wired mic, but I want to try something. I have a USB-C on the side of my laptop, and I have an adapter here. Now, when I plug this in, we're probably going to lose audio for a second, but I'm going to switch it over to this mic. You guys hear me now, and listen to me later. And then tell me if you can tell a difference. I'm going to do it now. Let's just go for it. You're going to lose audio probably right now. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know if you can hear me right now. Because if you can, that means we did not lose audio. You can. Okay, thanks, Jojo. All right, so let's try this. I'm going to try. Wait, is it this mic now? Did it go to this one? Oh, is that better? Oh, it automatically switched, Dave. Okay. You know what? Is it better, or is it... When I did a test earlier, it sounded a little more echoey. I need to turn the... It's a little high, isn't it? Let me tone it down just a little bit. I think the levels are too high. No background. All right, how's that? Are the levels sound decent? I'm at about 3/4, and I'm peaking at around -15. Does that sound... Okay, good. We're going to leave it at that. So definitely better than the mic on the little camera. Okay, good. Uh-oh, I'm flashing yellow. I hope we don't have issues like we had last week. That was a nightmare at the end of the stream. We had some issues with going in and out at the end. It was 2 hours long, so, you know. Is that a Bell & Howell camera on your side? You're going to find out, Bonnie. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, I want to talk about a couple things. It is a Bell & Howell camera, Bonnie. So I like this. Good. This was the Knob Top idea as well. Or he planted that seed in my brain, because there's filters in OBS that I can use to sort of filter the extraneous or ambient noises. Okay, looks like a Filmo, a Filmo, a Filmo. All right, well let's just talk about it then. It is a Filmo, and you guys have seen this. If you have followed my channel, it's been a couple years, maybe maybe a year and a half. I don't know, but you guys remember this? Some call it the Bell & Howell Filmo 70A, although I don't think they actually called this one the A. I think it was just the Filmo, or cinematic or something, Cinemachinery. But there is no label on this one. I know a lot of them would have, a lot of the old 70 series Filmos, they had the little tag where it had the imprint. They would say 70 on the tag, and then it had the silver tag that would imprint the D or DA, or the I can't think of them all offhand. There was a bunch of different ones. This one has none of that. What did Bonnie say? Filmoto. Just sounds like what it would be named if it came from Japan. Hey, Manny. Thank you for stopping in. So it's loaded right now. The giant crank key makes it look like a... Yeah. What was it? The monkey? I had to buy this crank key separate, because I think you can also use those big winding arms too. But this one, I got this at Goodwill. I did a whole breakdown video of this old camera. This camera, I think, is officially right at 100 years old now, this particular one, or very close to it. This one, I think, is either 23 or 24. But if you guys remember a week or two ago, I talked about Nasser, a subscriber, and he so generously donated. I never asked, but he donated money. He just PayPal'd it to me and said, I love the old 100-year-old camera, but you used 60-year-old film with it on your first video. How about snag a new roll from, I did FPP, a new roll of film, and let's see what an old camera does with new film. So that's what I did. And I bought this at FPP. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of film it is. Um, Cecil might know, but I'm not positive. This is their negative stock. They have a negative, they have a reversal. I like the 100 speed and I like the negative. It is double perf. I have to get it from them because it's double perf, and it's hard to find new double perf stock. So this is loaded right now, and I've shot about 16 feet of the, well, you get about 85 feet, somewhere around there, 90 feet when you order from FPP. So I'm in that range, so I've got about 75 feet to go, and hopefully we will have some interesting results out of the original non-focus. Am I hitting the mic? No. Non-focus lens. This little original lens is non-focus, and I believe it's 25 millimeter. It's an f3.5, and I think it's 25 millimeter, but I don't remember. So it's just, I'm going to just do all kinds of goofy little things with it, and I'll let you know how it turns out. But this was all Nasser, by the way, so if he pops in here, we will remind him. Whoa, I've seen tons of filmos in old Hollywood. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there, Mike. Hey, Butch, the mic clipping at, oh, it is, okay. Let me turn it down to about half staff there. Is that better? It shouldn't clip too bad now. I have the levels down to about half. It's right here, so. Automatic gain control. If you turn off the automatic gain control in the computer, you'll be good. I had that problem with my RetroSync audio, fixed it right up. I think I'm just going to adjust the levels of this mic for right now, but I will definitely do that later because I don't want to mess with the settings right now. We have enough problems with my stream. Even my ARS with 400-foot mags. Your what? AHRS. Mike, I'm not sure what that means. Can you play any instrument? I can play the piano, trumpet, trombone, drums, flute, accordion, horn, keyboard, recorder, and ukulele. Yes, I can. I can play the triangle, and I can play the single drum with one hand, and the kazoo. Overmod at times. Overmod at times. Are you talking about the 70s, Gordon? FOMA also sells double perf 16. Where do they sell it, Bonnie? There's Jake. Hey, buddy. Hey, did you get my email, Jake? I sent you. Thank you so much for sending that stuff. I really appreciate it. That's Jake, Covrace, Cove Race. He sent me some really cool old Charlie Chaplin film, 16 millimeter stuff, and a bunch of empty film reels. So thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. I hope you got my email. Sound's popping over here too. It's great now. Is that better? Is it still popping, you guys? If it is, I may still have the levels up too high. I don't like it to peak over about 12. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, good. Good, Jake. Thank you. CJ is here. Good day, sir. Sir, I think you're a sir. I could be wrong. How about just good day? You're a kazoo player too, Barry. Chubby fingers on tiny phone. Oh, okay. HR Filmo. I just saw somebody had an HR for sale. They were wanting to know if I was interested in buying it, but I did not. No popping. Okay, good. I don't remember, CJ, which Chaplin films they are. I'd have to look. Sounds fine. Levels are good. Sounds fine. Popping a bit. Oh, you are, sir. CJ, Costa Rica. Okay, CJ. Yeah, I have the levels. They may pop a little. I'm sorry. I got them. I'm adjusting them. It must sound better. I'm hoping it sounds better with this little mic than it does with the camera. I think from what you guys are saying that it does. So I know we're spending so much time on this. It's ridiculous for me, but I got to get it right. I got to get it right.
I'm glad it switched automatically, though. I thought I was going to have to add it, which I did add this microphone, but okay. Let's blame, yes, yes, CJ, that's exactly what I'm going to do. OBS, OBS. Um, what else? So I got some film from a guy. I got a guy. He sent me five 16 millimeter magazines of film. When I say 16 millimeter magazine, I mean these magazines. He is the curator or secretary of a small museum, and I don't remember where. And he had these magazines, and he was kind enough to send them to me just to test them. Now, he sent them about 3 months ago. That's how busy I've been. But I did experiment a little bit with them. He sent five. This is one of the five. This is the only one that actually had the, I don't know if you guys can see, you guys know these mags, but it has the pin on the side of the magazine that goes up and down. And that pin opens the front gate. You guys see that? Opens, exposes the film to the gate of your camera, and then you push it up and it closes. I've done lots of videos with these, but my point is none of them, one of them was empty of the five, and four of them had film in them, and none of them sadly had been previously exposed, which was kind of sad because we like previously exposed film because then we can find out this a little bit of Americana or history and what people were filming back then. Back then, Pow Pow is here. Hi, Filmboy24. I know a place where you could get a small batch of stickers made of your design if you are interested. I'm always interested. And for the record, I don't know, whoever came in late, this is a brand new shirt design. This was designed by Noptop, Dave Knop, who is a friend of the channel. He's on here right now, somewhere hiding. This is his design that he so kindly did for me and sent to me. But yes, Pow Pow, I of course always interested. I need to get with Dave and find out who made this shirt. I love this. I like the softer T-shirts, not the old. What was the grapes, all the fruit, fruit of the loom. They're just very stiff, and I like this one's a really nice shirt. Also, is it possible to turn up the sound a little? I'm pretty sure we'll go deaf if I get notification. Are you talking about this sound, Bonnie? Right here? I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that. So anyway, so I pulled a roll. I pulled some of the film in one of the cartridges, and I talked about it before, but I couldn't figure out what kind of film it was because the base was brown. I've never seen brown-based film. So I asked him if he would let me shoot a roll or pull some of the film and reload it into newer carts and shoot it, and he said sure, because he was really only interested in having the magazines for his little museum, which I do plan to send back to him very soon. But I never pulled any of the film. I decided I would just shoot this one. I tried shooting the ones with no pins in them, this slider, and they just aren't loaded properly. The film doesn't do the entire loop the way it's supposed to. So they were reloaded by somebody years ago. But I shot this anyway. I had no idea what kind of film it was, and I still don't know. But I do have a bit of it on here if you guys want to see it. I did process it. It's like 40 seconds long, and I just shot it in the backyard just to see if I could get an image from it and see if I could determine what kind of film it was. I think I developed it for 9 minutes, so I'm thinking it's somewhere in the Super X type of film. It's a black and white stock. There was no rimjet. And this is it right here. And this particular roll was made in 1957. That's 66 years ago. Is that right? 76, 66. Am I off on my math? 1957. 1760, 66 years ago. How did I not know that? It couldn't be 56. 66 years ago, this film was made, and I just took it out in the backyard. I put it in my Cine Kodak Royal right here. You guys see this? Right here. And I clicked off a few frames at 24 frames per second. I'd be interested in seeing a short video on finding edge codes. They visible before development or only after? Only after, and they are also easy to mess up, Mike. Um, it's already been a half an hour. I know. No, you develop them just like they are part of the image, Mike. And yes, I that's a good idea. Let me make a note of that. I've never even thought about that because it's also handy when it comes to just having old films, old Kodachrome films, not already developed. You know, if you're family, you can find the edge code. And most of the time, when the film was manufactured, people it hit the shelf and people would buy it and use it. So it could give you a really good idea of when that film was shot. Video of edge codes, yes. Um, yeah, I do have this film loaded on here. 22. Yes, Mike. 22 minutes of audio tweaking. This is the only way I can do it, honestly, because I did a couple tests myself and they were okay. It sounded a little echoey here and there, and but there's really nothing like like real world testing. So thank you, guinea pigs. Oh, I love you guys. So let me show you this little film. It's rough. Russell is here. Hi, all. I would have been here earlier, but you weren't. If I didn't have to watch 5,000 ads. Wow. Was it really? Has anybody gotten an ad? Everything I could turn off, I turned off. Has anybody gotten an ad yet during the middle of this stream? Where's the merch shop? I have money. Buy, buy, buy. Filmboy24 coffee mugs, keychains, lens cloths, root beer koozies, etc. Yeah. Jeffrey, you're awesome. Might want to go back to the original mic. Gordon, is it clipping really bad? I can do that if you guys want. I would totally. Oh, hey, Nisi is here. No ads. Good. Okay. To be honest, would be cool to see like a 5-hour video of you just going through all of your film gear. I don't know if I could do a 5-hour video. My audio is bad. All right, listen, guys. I know it's hit and miss, but let me try something.
Hello? All right, this is back to my original audio. I'm going to crank it back up. Hello, 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 hello. All right, I know it's not the same, but I have some work to do with the lapel mic. So we're going to leave it the way it usually is for now. It was a good little test, but we're going to leave it like this for now. At least I know you guys can hear me. It's reliable. It's right there. Okay. Here's this film. I want to show you guys. Like I say, it's rough. And by the way, I rendered it very low res. And you will see the sprockets. I don't like it. It's very look at me, look at me. But I just threw it on there. I'm telling you, I was really running behind today. So I threw it on there quickly. So I want to show it to you really quick. It's 40 seconds. Definitely crank it up though. Okay, let me turn it all the way up. Yeah, it's all the way up, I think. Hold on. All right, there, CJ, I turned it all the way up. Hey, Pete, all right, you prefer that, good. I sound younger. How about now? All right, here's the, here's this little film. Well, that's not the film. Turn that off. That's my dog. Roof. It flashes a little bit and then it gets better. It cleans up a little bit. That's the beginning of the roll, so I don't know if it got light flashed somehow or X-ray flashed or something. Now you can see that when I do close-up shots, I'm not taking into account the terrible parallax viewfinder. And so everything is framed, it's sort of at the top of the frame, as you can tell with the coffee mug. The closer you are, the worse those little finders actually work. Yeah, I was way too close on that one, obviously. But look at her nose is in focus when she turns around. When she looks up. Yeah, well, there it is. It was a fun little experiment just to see. I kind of wanted to get back with the guy. He's a really cool guy. Uh, and like I say, sadly, nothing was exposed on his film. He was hoping it would be some military stuff or something like that. It's the museum has something to do with the Air Force, I believe. I wish I had the info in front of me, but I was not prepared. But I can at least tell him how old the film is that was in his that was inside his magazines. So that's cool. Okay, okay, very cool. Yes, I like that, Russell. The detail looks nice. Sharp image. Yes, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I like that. I thought it was pretty cool. It's this cheapo little, these are $25 to $50. These little cameras, depending, on condition. This one's in good shape. This is the Royal. This is the one that will shoot at 24 frames per second. There's another one that looks very similar to this, but it's 16 and or 32 frames per second. This one is 16, 24, and 64. So, yeah, I'm pretty impressed overall with how that came out. Pretty happy with that. Look at Pale Skinny Bones is here. Hello, Bonnie. I bet I'm the only one here who has an H16 with the serial number 87,682. You know what, Bonnie? I would venture to say you are smack dab dead on. I 100% do not have an H16 with that serial number. In fact, I'm not even sure what my serial number is. It's a Rex 1. What else? I do want to mention there's a fella, very cool guy. Craftwork is here. Hello, hello. Another Mike is here. Barry says, Mike, do you know if gun cameras use that type of cartridges or the larger one? No, Barry, they use these. Yes, they used these cartridges. The gun cameras did. Same thing. And it's amazing when people label them as gun camera cartridges on eBay as opposed to just 16 millimeter magazine. They ask about 6 times more for them. They never sell them, but you can never be 100% sure. I don't know. You're right. There could have been a printing error at Bolex. I can say that you are 100% right, Bonnie, that you can't be 100% sure, so there it is. Can use anamorphic lenses on Super 8. Hey, Abel, you can. They're just, I have not really gotten into that. But you can. It's tricky. They're very expensive. I know you can. Some people have spent years building their own lenses. Smashes the like button like a real gentleman. Thank you. Maybe they somehow printed the same number. I know. See, that's why I said I'm 100% sure that you can't be 100% sure. So there's a fella who has been a long-time supporter of this channel, like all of you wonderful people. You guys have all been long-time supporters. But he has been, since the beginning, early on, a guy named Chris. And he has a little business, a little bussiness, that he's got some film stuff going on. And he sent me an email not too long ago, and he asked me if he has an eBay page as well, and I'm going to get into that in a later video. But he imports. I don't know a lot about it. Let me start by saying that he imports film, and he repackages it himself into Super 8 cartridges and retails it. It's a really interesting concept because anytime anyone's bringing any kind of film to us, I'm happy about. Like I say, Chris is a longtime supporter, and everything he does I've always appreciated. But he also said, I'm going to send you a couple of these rolls of film, have fun with them. He gave me a little information on them, but he said be honest about it. So I will be honest. They're a little pricey. But I get that. I mean, there has to be some room in there. It's a craft film. It's a unique film. But let me just quit rambling and show you what he sent me. So he sent me these two Super 8 films. They are marketed from Retro Classic Film. That's his joint. I'm not making any money on this. He sent these to me and asked if I felt like shooting them, processing them as a negative, which I'm going to do. I just got these yesterday. They are silver 100. Kind of doing some testing on them. Now, he sent me some notes of some tests he did on them. I am going to send him some notes on some tests I do on these, and we're going to try to figure these films out. They are notched for 100 ISO. That's what they're notched for. Notched for. He had a couple of issues. He had 3 rolls processed as reversals, and he had a little bit of underexposure issues. So I am going to shoot and process these. I'm going to do some bracket testing, and I'm going to process these as a negative. And we all know that negative is way more latitudinal than is reversal. So I think we're going to have better luck. Now, it is considered a reversal film, I'm pretty sure. It's panchromatic, black and white. It is a reversal film, but as we all know, you can process any reversal film as a negative, and usually you get better. I don't want to say better, because you don't get better, but you have more latitude to adjust. With that, this will be a video before too awfully long. Yeah. Maybe there's somewhere printed. Oh, there were anamorphic lenses for Super 8 projector. Yes, there were for projectors, I saw. Sure, you can repurpose them on a camera too. I would love to. I love the smush and widen. Smush and widen. I call them the smush and wide. I remember that I have Spanish test tomorrow. What, Bonnie? You better go study. Go estudi. Estudi. Mi nombre es Miguel. Good luck with that tomorrow, Bonnie. Yes, but it depends on the rear diameter of the anamorphic lens and the front of the camera lens. Yes, it does. It's got to be custom made. If you're not buying one specific to that camera, it needs to be custom made for that camera. Repackaging film to Super 8 cartridges. Yeah. What is that? Kali film? Kal film. Here in Germany does the same. Sadly, they do not sell to private people. Not anymore. They used to. I've seen his ads while shopping black and white Super 8 film. Anyway, good to know. Always good to know sources of film. Yes, it is, Mike. And I got high hopes for this. We'll see. Like I say, he's very transparent about it. He's not boasting about it. He simply says, this is the results I got. Mike, shoot a couple rolls, see what kind of results you get. And he even said, be honest on your video. If you want to do a video review, please do, but be honest about it, which of course I would. So I'm hoping, I tell you one thing, and I know it has nothing to do with the film itself. He does a fantastic job of packaging, or whoever packages them. You almost don't want to mess up the box. It's got that real smooth, like satin finish to it. It's a beautiful box. I mean, everything about the packaging itself is gorgeous. It was manufactured in Germany. So is that FOMA? Packaged and distributed in the USA by Super 8 Today in Ohio. Super8today.net. So if you want to check it out, look at super8today.net. A medium speed black and white reversal film for use outdoors in average daylight and indoors where there is adequate light for proper exposure. So pretty much the advice you would get for any kind of film. It does have a process before date, so we do know it's good fresh stock. This particular stuff is December of 26. I don't know if you can see that. So, and I think they're being modest because black and white stock, if you store it properly, which they advise, holds up really well for a long period of time, typically. We have someone here in Sweden trying to sell one roll of 35mm film for what? Oh, $150. Wait, $150 for one roll of 35 mil. You mean like picture taking film or a 400-foot roll of cinema film, Bonnie? Because 400-foot roll, that's a good price, but not for a roll of still film. Yeah, and you also have a certain light. Yeah, oh yeah, you're gonna have definitely. I still want to shoot negative stock on Super 8 or double Super 8. Wish there was a Vision 3 500T and 200T. I would love to see some. I would actually actively seek out a double Super 8 camera if there were more options available. I really would. Agree. Your number is what? Your number is Mike. Oh, nombre? Oh, how do you say name then? Did I mess that up? Retro Classic is the name. Retro Classic Film. Yes, I believe so. Retro Classic. I don't have his eBay credentials right in front of me, but when I do the review, I'm going to list everything out. So keep an eye out. I am going to shoot these 2 rolls, and I'm going to try them in a whole bunch of different cameras, I think. Yes, there's only a manufacturer I've seen so far that sells brand new double Super 8 stock, and sadly it's black and white. I know, I'd love to see some good color stock. 1 roll of 135 film for. That's ridiculous, Bonnie. Ridiculous. Is the Silver 100 the film from that clip we saw? No. No, the clip you saw was filmed from 1966. This you talking about, Dave? No. This is the clip you saw. Could be Silver 100. I don't know. We're going to find out. This is going to be really interesting. But I got to tell you guys, I love Kodak. I'm a Kodak junkie. But the design and the boxes are giving Kodak a good run for their money. Really good run. Maybe we'll open one right now. You guys want to open one? See how the inside looks and the cart looks? Let me ask my beautiful wife if she would grab me a knife. Because I really don't want to damage the box.
You want a knife?
Yeah, could you grab me like my little silver handle, you know, the one I always use? I should be in that drawer. I want to open this and let's just get a good look at it real quick. It's got the exposure table on the back. 3,200 degrees Kelvin. Tungsten without a filter is 100. Thank you. 5500K, as we know, is the daylight with without the filter, ISO 125. So let's take a peek at one of these. Let's crack it open. eBay prices are... No, don't get me started on eBay prices. Absolutely. It's not on eBay, but... and I gotta tell, I don't remember what he's asking for these. I think it's in the between 50 and 60 US dollars for one cart. It's not that far off from what people are asking for brand new Kodak film. It's really not. In fact, in a lot of cases, people are asking even more. So let's try to carefully open this, because I really don't want to damage it. And we'll get a peek at it. If you guys knew, I take great care in my stuff. On a roll like this, oh, that's nice. Nice little glue down. Looks like a pack of 6. The old school smokes. Smoke up, Johnny. Don't throw it. No throwing. Now I just got a little bit of the glue on my knife. That's my kitchen knife. The runtime on a roll like this depends, Dave. If you're shooting it at 24 frames per second, you'll get around 2.5 minutes. If you're shooting it at 18, then you're going to get about a little over, what, like 3 and change? 320. So it's in a nice little black bag. Check it. A dark bag. They have it for $49. Oh, really? $49.95. Okay, thanks, Manny. Manny, can you pop the link on there? I don't know if it'll let you post a link or not. Do you see it? Does anybody see it on eBay right now? Did a video about unpacking my very last roll of Kodachrome K40 back in 2006. ×3. Wanted to really celebrate it. Love the chemical smell coming from the wrap inside. Ah, that brings back so many memories. Next live, I will have been to the cinemas and watched the FNAF movie. Yes, I know you're excited about that one. My daughter is too, Bonnie. As much as I want to go with her, she wants to go with her friend. Nice touch with packaging. I know. All right, here, let's take a peek at the cart. Wow. I will say it's definitely brand new. It's not a cartridge that they just broke to pieces. It is a brand new cartridge. Textured cart, which is what they did newer. It started in around what, mid 70s. They started texturing them. Definitely black and white. It has the gray, black and white, and a really cool retro classic film silver 100 label on the front. You guys see it? I don't know if you can see it, but underneath where you can't, it says Super 8 reversible panchromatic film, black and white, ISO 100. It is notched right here. There's no notch on the bottom, so it will depress the filter out of the way. I like it. I really do. I haven't shot it, so I can't make any snap decisions yet. But based on here's what I'll say. Based on what I'm looking at right here, and I'm not saying this because I like Chris and he's a supporter of the channel. I'm saying it truly because I'm a fan of people that care, and it looks like there is a lot of care given to this particular project. And I can also say that he is also interested in potentially, I have no idea what, but potentially doing more of these fun sort of vanity stocks in the future. So we're gonna have some fun with this and see what we get. I'm excited about this. I don't know if anybody sees it, can they put a link to the eBay page so we can know where it's at? You guys can bookmark it or something. ASMR of opening the box. It's $49.95 plus $5.90 shipping. I mean, I don't consider that ridiculous. I really don't, CJ. Based on what people are getting for film right now. I'm in. I'll make sure. Okay, I will make sure to say if it's good or the best film I have ever seen. Yeah, you do that, Bonnie. Would be sad if the strip that peeks out already says it. Can you imagine if it's already been shot? I don't know. Might be kind of fun. You know me with found film. I do. I just love the care that was taken, and it's got the. Look at this. I can even close it. Look at this. Boom. It's got the little sticky. Kind of in the packages where, they'll flap it together with the little piece of the stick tack. That's kind of what it is. So it stays sealed. Never opened. Anybody like me and have a stash of film and never quite get around to shooting it, waiting for me, Russell, guilty as charged. I have a heck of a stash. Hey, Radios is here again. I got that 76 Betamax to work. I replaced all the belts. That's awesome. You know what I did? I bought a big bag of belts from eBay. And I started replacing all my old, I had a bunch of tape recorders, just cassette recorders, and about half of them I got them to work again. That's awesome. Brand new plastic carts can't be cheap. I know. I don't know. This is so beyond my pay grade. I'm not positive how it's all done. And that's okay. I'm not interested in doing them myself. I'm more interested in having fun shooting them. And it'll be fun to process. We're going to see. I'm going to do some processing testing with it and kind of really just mess around with it. Good to hear you. Yeah, he is a Betamax nut. Russell, I'm guessing all of us. All of us. Betamax was cool. I had a original Betamovie camera way back then. That must have been cool, Cecil. I had a Betamax player, but I never had the camcorder. White gloves. Yeah. What is your opinion on Chuck E. Cheese removing its animatronics? I hate it. I know that the one in Port Orange was destroyed by a hurricane. Yes, it was. And is currently being rebuilt without them. I don't think they're putting Chuck E. Cheese back in, though, Bonnie. It was, the whole wall caved in on our local one here. But I didn't think they were putting Chuck E. Cheese back in. FNAF killed it. I cut my teeth on 1-inch open something video. 1-inch open reel video. Open reel video. Prior to VHS. The good old days. That was the good old days. I haven't heard. I have seen the new place, the new plans. I haven't seen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Chuck E. Cheese again. Do you know if they're putting Chuck E. Cheese in where the old one was? Oh, my wife's got her headphones. Chuck E. Cheese without animatronic. So, by the way, quick aside, in 1984, I worked at Chuck E. Cheese. There was one across from my high school in Daytona Beach, Florida. I went to high school in Daytona, and we walked over there during lunch, and then I got a job there when I was 16. Ooh, did I just date myself? Chuck E. Cheese without Miss Sam's, McDonald's without Ronald McDonald. Yeah, I know. Placement broken. I liked working there. It was fun. I actually played Chucky a couple of times. They had the big costume on, and I remember a kid came up behind me once, standing in the middle of the arcade, you know, the stand-up games, and a kid comes up and he goes, "You're not real!" And he grabs the back of the Chucky head and he flips it, and it went woof, 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 and I caught it. And here I am, this 16-year-old kid, standing in the middle of the arcade, holding Chucky's head, looking around. Whew. 84 is when I was hatched. Uh-oh. What is Chuck E. Cheese? We don't have it here. Do you remember Showbiz Pizza? You remember that, Russell? Or Showbiz Pizza? Chuck E. Cheese is like Disney's Country Bear Jamboree. It was animatronic. It was all about the show of the bears. And they had a stage, and they had them built into the wall, their heads coming out, and they would talk, and they would put on a show. And it was a pizza joint. Kind of like Dave & Buster's, only Dave & Buster's is more for everyone. This was more geared towards kids. It was a pizza place, and the pizza was subpar for the most part. And they're still around, but like Bonnie was saying, they're phasing out the animatronics. I had my birthday at Chuck E. Cheese once. I had an awkward moment. Everybody had one there. My oldest daughter had a birthday party there at the one that blew away during our hurricane, and it was a pretty fun deal. Kids can be cruel. Yes, they can. So when they still use reel-to-reel for the... Yeah, they did, Bonnie. And my brother worked there as well with me. My brother is a professional magician by trade, my older brother. And he worked there and entertained as well. He did magic for people. Nisi said, "Well, there's a great doc on Showcase." I saw that, Jeffrey. I saw that documentary, a great one. Very sad. Received a Bauer A512 today. It's working flawlessly. I want a Bauer again. What a great camera. Too bad it can only do 40 and 160 ASA. If I can modify it for manual, do it. Did you get my email, Nisi, with the all the measurements? I hope they work for you. It's like Disney animatronic shows, but with a pizza place attached to it. Families usually went there to celebrate birthday with their kids and their friends. Yes, that's exactly what they did. We were very busy, but ours had like a teen section where you could go in. They had pool tables, and that's where we hung out most of the time. I got a tape from '77 too. It has all the commercials. Yeah, that's awesome. Good point about ASO. Yes, I replied yesterday. Thanks again. Okay, good. I didn't get a reply. Maybe, I don't know. I'll check. Awesome. Fun fact, there is still one unsold Rockafire Explosion band waiting to be sold by Creative Engineering Aaron Fetcher. Rockafire Explosion band. I don't know what that is, Bonnie. Don't know. Did I miss something? Oh, no. Okay. Well, we're an hour deep. What else you guys got? I'm pretty spent. I'm weak. I am excited about this, guys. Keep an eye out for this. I threw a skee ball. Oh, I remember skee ball, yeah. I threw a skee ball and knocked the cover for this. That is awkward. The Rockefeller X. I can't see because of the heart. The Rockefeller exploitation was that showbiz. Exploitation. Oh, cool. I don't remember. Showbiz we didn't have here, Bonnie. We only had Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, it was nice and relaxing. No ads. Good. I'm glad. No glitches. Awesome. Awesome. No ads. No ads. Get knocked down. Did yours ever have an Uncle Clunk, or was that at Showbiz? I do not remember Uncle Clunk. Now, you got to remember, I was there, I worked there in 1984, and I only went once or twice to our newer one here, where I live. So I don't remember that name, but I don't know. We had the stage at the old one. It was really cool. I'll never forget that. So, 84, almost 40 years ago. Wow. It was your 9th birthday, huh, Radios? There's a few documentaries about Rockefeller. Oh, on YouTube. I gotta check them out. Rockefeller. Now I'm interested. Uncle Clunk was 85. Uncle Clunk? I don't know. But now I've got to find out. I really miss the old animatronics. I had to process 6 E6 Ectochrome for students on Wednesday. My hands still smell a bit weird. It's that bleach. I have a Rockefeller 45. You got all kinds of cool stuff, Radios. All right, kids. Well, if we don't have anything else, look for this. And look for this. Those will be coming. Super excited about this. I really do want to see what my 100-year-old camera will do for this, though, too. So look for those. I don't have the link for his eBay, but I'll put that up when I finally get around to doing the video of that. Hour and 3 minutes, kids. I know I was a little late, but I have to get some stuff done. Expired Ectochrome when RTH shooting. Mike, those big fingers, come on now. Worth. When we're shooting, yeah. Expired Ectochrome, tough. Can be tough. Get anything after, the old Ectochrome E, the old 160, process before date after 1984. So that's the newer process. That was the EM26. Show us more of your cameras and videos, Mike. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Looking forward to those reviews. Good stream today. Thanks, guys. Can't wait to see the result. Thank you, Barry. Hate the fact that the employees have to destroy the animatronics. I know. That's terrible. I need to try my almost 100-year-old camera. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Later, everyone. Thanks. Thank you, Manny. All right, kids. I'm going to get out of here. I have a bunch of stuff I got to take care of before tomorrow. So thank you to everyone that popped in. I love our Sunday chats. Look forward to next week. This was chat number 25. We have chat number 26. Yeah, next week. Thanks again to Dave Knopp for this beautiful design, and I will be trying to figure out if maybe we could put this somewhere. This might be a sticker or a pin or a t-shirt or a mug or a cleaning cloth or something. It might be fun. So look for these, because I am a horror film buff fanatic. And I want to do some other fun designs like Goofy, you know, what I do. And I will see all of you on, the very next go around. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, CJ. Everybody. I can't start with names because then I'll forget somebody. And you know, guys, there it is. Peace out. See you guys next week.